Greetings, everybody. It's Jeffrey Guterman, and I've got a little bit of a Strat-O-Matic baseball network here. I'm setting this up a little early because I can't do it otherwise. I really can't do it. I'm going to set up all the lineups. We'll probably start in about 15 minutes, give or take. Maybe a little longer. We're on August 16, and it's the Baltimore Orioles at the Seattle Pilots. McNally and Segui. Oh, my favorite. I'm gonna name this. If you hold on. I have to rename it. So just bear with me. I'm also going to set up a tweet for this. Oh, here we go. Oh, let's see here. There it is. There it is. Oh. Got a lot of steps I have to take to do this, but it's worth it. Oh, it's one of the only pleasures I get in life. Okay. I'm gonna get this all out here now. Oh. This gives people a little time to see that the tweet is up. I think this is the third of a 3-game series. I'm not certain. Oh my, jeez. Looks like it's the second of a 4-game series. I gotta double check that. I double check. I have a lot of redundancy built into this the system I have. Let me see. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is the second of a 4-game series. Baltimore won the first game 5-2. It was the win went to Cuellar. I remember it vaguely. The only relief pitcher used by either team was Steve Barber. get the records in there. Kind of nice. It's already 3 o'clock, which is awesome for me. I heard from my son, he's fine. So I'm pretty glad about all of that. It's going to be McNally and Segui. I know McNally's a left-hander. Baltimore comes into this 81 and 36. Isn't that something? And they're 17 over 500 with a 1-game winning streak. Seattle 44 and 73, tied for last with KC. And they're 37 out from Minnesota. They've lost 2 in a row. 44-73 and 81-36. McNally comes into this with 16 wins. And Segui, I got Segui, 8 wins. And I did overuse him a bit for spot starters. I wouldn't do that again because I use nameless players now. And look at that, Kathy Harden has arrived. I don't know how long you've been here, Kathy, but I didn't look until now. It's great to see you. I'm going to put the lineups in and make some coffee, and then we'll, you're a sight for sore eyes, Kathy. And then I'll play this ball game. If we don't get rained out. I hear thunder. Do you hear thunder? Here's Frank Robinson, Powell. Andy Etchebarren is back in the lineup. He's been out for a bit. And I hate to say this, Mark Belanger is still out. And Chico Salmon will play for him. Harden was a reliever, and Dale Rimple was a pinch hitter in this game. Orioles won this one 15-3. And I see more people are coming on. Tony, great to see you. Ron, great to see you. And I hope everybody's well. That was some game yesterday, wasn't it? God almighty. That Houston at Philly was just remarkable. They used a lot of relief pitchers, Seattle, as Baltimore scored 15. Patton, Gelnar, Boughton. Maybe I'll bring Boughton in if necessary. And Barber again, but we don't need to use him. Segui did very poorly in real world. I got Tommy Harper. Billy Williams. Holy cow. That's not the Billy Williams you're thinking of. Lord. That's got to be Oh my God, he played one season. He had 10 at-bats. He got no hits. My Lord. He walked once. That looks like I could use a #1 pitcher card for that. My Lord. And he's a left-handed batter. Wow. Okay, we'll go with it. Poor guy. Never played again. He died in 2013. Well, at least we're playing with him. And again, the reason why I start this early without having it set up is one of the reasons is because I just want to give people a chance to see it, as it's just not practical for me to schedule them without having some sort of problem. I can almost do this without looking, but I'll still look. Robinson in right, Powell at first, Brooks at third, Johnson at second, Echebarren, Chico, Simone, and McNally. Oh, there you have it. One other thing I need to do, of course, try not to forget this. Kathy Harden for the O's. Kathy Harden for the O's. And Tony for the Seattle Pilots. That's fine. I'm going to go with the O's. I like to go with Kathy unless I have compelling reason not to. I am going to use that one pitcher's card for that guy. It makes perfect sense. No hits, and he had one walk, and there is a 210 walk on that. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Nice to see Andy Echebarren back in the lineup. We're hoping that Mark Belanger gets better real quickly. Should be about 5 to 10 before we start. I hope you all understand. Just throw these ratings in. It's a little weird to do this, but gonna put a pitcher's card in. He's a 1. That's facing the other side. And Diego Segui. Yeah, this dice tower is invaluable for me because I really started getting a bad arm. I know that's hard to believe, but from playing 1,000 games or more, we'll make Williams a 3-0, a 1-10-E, left-handed hitter. Can't believe Davis's arm is a +4. God almighty. McNally's a good catcher, you know. He's a 2. He was a veteran when he was drafted in the expansion draft. We're all set. I'm going to make a pot of coffee. And as long as that takes, yeah, Tony Bennett, oh. Yeah, that would be smart, wouldn't it? Okay, let me make that coffee and we'll get this game going. And you folks are the best. Lots of patience. The coffee is brewing, and that means that we'll be ready to start this ball game in just a few minutes. Stand by, everybody. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Yes, we need the coffee. It's raining, but we're playing this game, okay? I'm gonna put my that sort of thing I do aside, okay? As soon as I can sneak a cup, I will start this ball game. For the Orioles, Don Buford leads off in left, Blair in center, Frank Robinson in right, Boog Powell at first base, Brooks Robinson at third, Davy Johnson at second, Andy Etchebarren is back. He'll catch. Chico Salmon is at short for the injured Mark Belanger. And the southpaw, Dave McNally, getting the start. He's 116 for the season. For the Pilots, it's Tommy Harper at third. Billy Williams just brought up. He played one season in Real World, and it was this season with 10 at-bats, no hits, 1 walk. I'm using the... Oh, excuse me. But he's a left-handed hitter. Wayne Comer in center, Tommy Davis in left, Greg Goosen at first base, Jerry McNerney catching, John Donaldson at second base, Ron Clark at short, and Diego Segui with 8 wins on the season getting the start. And I'm just about ready here to get my cup of coffee. Seattle takes the field. Buford will lead it off. And let me just get that coffee, we'll be underway. Excuse me. God, I gotta let it go a little longer. I'd like to sneak a cup as much as anybody, but not until there's something in there. So we'll go ahead. Segui is ready. Buford is ready. He steps in the batter's box. He's a Buford switch hitter batting left. Here's Diego now, the windup and the pitch. 3-4, right-handed, and he grounds it to second. Fielded by Donaldson, throws it over to Goosen for the first out. 1 away, we're underway here at 6 Stadium. And here comes Paul Blair now. Oh. Let's get some coffee here. There we go. There we go. Paul Blair steps in. Oh, God. I got a voicemail. I don't know why. These bastards. You know, from 800 numbers. God.
Hello, and please listen carefully as our menu options may have changed. Calls are recorded for quality assurance. We're very excited to tell you about a special promotion for select callers.
Oh, it's frickin' marketing bullshit. Okay, here's Blair now. With 1 out, nobody on, and we're really underway here. Well, thank you very much, Tony. Appreciate that. That's a high compliment. Here's the pitch to Blair. That's 5-7 right-handed. Struck him out. 2 away. Diego with the strikeout. Now Frank Robinson. Kathy Harden for the O's. I'm for the O's. Tony for Seattle. 2 outs, no one on. Here's Frank Robinson. And the pitch, 3-8. And he grounds it back to Diego, who throws it to Goosen. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Diego Segui. After a half, Baltimore nothing, and the Pilots coming to bat. We're at 6 Stadium. Can you imagine what it might have been like? They had low attendance and relatively low. Maybe not opening day, but you know, you could have gotten good seats back then. Here's Wayne Comer to lead it off for Tommy Harper to lead it off for Jesus. God. Tommy. There. Okay. Here's Tommy Harper to lead it off. McNally, the left-handed. Here's the pitch to Harper. 2-12 left-handed, walked him. And that's not a good thing to do. He's a double-A 1-15, 1-15, 1-14 with that Shabaran. I don't think we'll let him go. Here comes Billy Williams. The pitch to McNally. That's 2-11, almost a walk, and he doubles into a grounds into a double play. Turned by Johnson, 2 outs, nobody on, and here's Wayne Comer. McNally into his windup, the pitch to Comer. 6-8 right-handed, struck him out, and that is the side. No runs, no hits, the walk, none left, and after 1 it's scoreless. Can you believe this? I don't know if this is true, what I saw. These people are completely out of their minds. Let me just make sure it's true. Because I know a guy who posts a lot of shit. No, I don't see any news of it, so I'd rather not promulgate bullshit. Yet. Okay, it's a scoreless ball game, and here comes Diego to pitch to the Orioles here in the top of the second. It's going to be Boog Powell to lead it off. Well, good luck with your replay, Tony. Here's the pitch to Powell. That's 2-8 right-handed, and that's a base hit up the middle for Boog. Nice to see Boog just get a nice simple base hit. He's on first to lead it off. Here's Brooks Robinson. Here's Diego from the stretch now. The pitch to Brooks. That's 1-7 right-handed. Walked him. So it's first and second for the O's. Nobody out. And Davy Johnson is the batter. Here's Diego. The pitch to Johnson. And that's a 3-5 right-handed. Grounds it to short. Clark turns the double play. Powell goes to third. So it's 2 outs. Powell on third base for Andy Etchebarren. Clutch situation. Whew. Oh, that's good coffee. Wow. Here's the pitch to Echebarren from Segui. 6-7 right-handed, grounds it to second X. That's Donaldson of 4. The fielding is so poor. 12-4, but he throws him out. And the side is retired. Powell is stranded at third base, no runs. We're headed to the bottom of the second. It's a scoreless ball game. McNally is set to start his second inning. It'll be Tommy Davis leading it off. Here's McNally now, the pitch to Davis. 5-7 right-handed, grounder to second Johnson. He's a 2. 15-2, oh, he boots it. I knew that. And it happens, folks. Even the very good fielders will make errors. First error of the game, it's for the Orioles. Davis on first to lead it off. He's an A, 1-13, 1-12 with Echebarren. And Greg Goosen comes up to the plate. It's Davis on first, no outs. Bottom of the second, no score. From the stretch, McNally, the pitch to Goosen. Excuse me, 2-5, struck him out. That's the second for McNally. And Jerry McNerney is the batter. The pitch to McNerney. And that's 6-6 right-handed, and that is a base hit by McNerney. Davis rounds second, goes to third. It's first and third, one down for Jerry Donaldson. The infield is back. That cough is from, I ate popcorn. You know, it gets like in your throat. It'll be fine. Here's McNally now, the pitch to Donaldson. 3-6 left-handed, struck him out. That's the third for McNally. Second this inning, and Ron Clark comes up, clutch situation. I should just call it situation. With a situation. Here's the pitch to Clark. And that's a 1-7 left-handed, grounds it to first. Boog takes it to the bag himself, and the side is retired. No runs. One hit, the error, both left. After 2, it's scoreless here in Seattle. And Diego takes the mound. He'll face Chico Salmon to lead it off. I had some Nova last night. Really smoked salmon on bagels with cream cheese. It was good. Oh. Here's Diego Segui now. The pitch to Salmon. That's 1-5 right-handed, and that is a base hit for Salmon. A leadoff single, and McNally comes up to the plate. He's an A bunter. We'll have him lay it down. Whoa, the infield is in. He's oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. He's a B bunter now. Here's the pitch to Segui. It's laid down by McNally, and it's a beauty. Whoa, 6B. He lays it down to the third base side, and coming in is Harper. His only play is to first. It is a successful sacrifice bunt. Chico goes to second. So he's on second, one down. The O's have someone in scoring position for Don Buford, who grounded to second in the first. Buford switch hitter, batting left. Here's the pitch to Buford. That's 1-6 right-handed, and he grounds it back to Segui, who throws to Goosen at first for the second out, holding Chico. So it's 2 outs, and Paul Blair comes up in a situation. 2 outs, Chico in scoring position, Diego trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch to Diego. That's 2-5 right-handed, and he grounds it to second for Donaldson. Over to Goosen, and the side is out. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Middle of the third, it's a scoreless ball game. Diego holding his own out there. And we move to the bottom of the third. It'll be Diego leading it off. That's funny. I forgot, with all the tribulations with picking that pitcher's card for Williams, I forgot to put Diego's card in there. He is a 2 WR, and here he is. Diego Segui leads it off. Here's McNally, and the pitch to Diego. That's a 4-10 right-handed, and it's catcher X Echebarren a 3. 19-3. That's a reroll. 4-3, and he pops out to Echebarren, 1 away. Here's Tommy Harper, walked and was out in a double play. Beautiful afternoon here in Seattle. McNally is ready. Here's the pitch to Harper. That's 3-3 left-handed. Base hit to right for Harper. Second time he's reached. Again, he's a 1-14. And with Williams coming up. Okay, McNally is ready. Here's the pitch. There goes Harper, and he is safe. Harper swipes second. That's the problem when you put him on. And now Williams batting with Harper on second, 1 down. Here's the pitch to Williams. That's a 2-12. Grounds it to short. And Harper holds. Would have been a double play. That's what happened the first time. Now Wayne Comer in a situation. 2 outs, Harper in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Comer. 1-8, left-handed, fly ball center, and Blair makes the catch. The side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and left on base. We've gone 3 innings. We got a ball game. It's scoreless. Scoreless in Seattle. And here comes Diego. To start his 4th inning. His endurance inning is 7. Ooh, and Frank Robinson will lead it off. Grounded back to Diego in the first. Oh Lord, she's something. Okay, Segui is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Frank Robinson. 3-10 right-handed, walked him. So Frank Robinson draws a base on balls to start off the 4th. And here's the big man, Boog Powell, singled left on in the 2nd. Segui from the stretch. The pitch to Powell. 6-11 left-handed. Fly ball to right. That's for Williams, a 3. 12-3. And it's a single and an error. An error by Billy Williams, the youngster, handling that. And that'll be second and third, nobody out. And here's Brooks Robinson now. Diego in trouble here. Second and third, no outs. Here's Diego. The pitch to Brooks. 5-5, walked him. That'll be the bases loaded now. That error is nullified in terms of factoring in. Here's Davey Johnson, bases loaded, nobody out. The infield is back. Johnson grounded into a double in the second. Here's the pitch from Diego. And that's a 3-3 right-handed. Grounds it to short, forcing Robinson, and the run comes home. So it's first and third with one out, and the Orioles lead it 1-0. It was bases loaded. Ron Clark at short, threw to second to force Brooks Robinson. So Johnson, the batter, was safe. Powell went to third as Frank Robinson came home with the first run in this ball game. O's lead at 1-0. It's first and third, one out. Andy Etchebarren, infield is back. If I don't say anything, the infield is back. I just like to emphasize it sometimes. And the only way it could be in is if I say it out loud. Here's the pitch to Andy Etchebarren. 6'10", right-handed, fly ball right. That's going to be deep enough for Powell to tag. And he does. And that'll make it a 2-0 ball game. It was hit pretty deep. And Williams threw it in, but no way. So it's 2 outs. Johnson held at first, and here's Chico Salmon, 2 runs in here in the fourth. Chico singled in the third, left on. Here's Diego now. And that's 5-4 right-handed. Catcher X. McNally at 2. 11-2. And it's a pass ball followed by a foul out. So Johnson went to second on the passed ball, and then the side is retired. 2 runs scored. Passed ball by McNally. Not that I keep that as a stat. 2 runs on, 1 hit, 2 walks, a sacrifice fly, 1 left. After 3.5, it's 2-0 Baltimore. And here's Dave McNally now. It's almost the witching hour. Look at that. And I still have some coffee to do. Here's Tommy Davis, McNally, and the pitch. That's 5-5 right-handed, grounds it to short for Chico Salmon. He's a 4. Belanger would have been a 2. But he makes the play. Nice play by Chico Salmon at short. 1 away. Here's Greg Goosen. Struck out in the second. McNally winds and deals. And that's a 5-7 right-handed. Grounds it to second. For Johnson, he's a 2. 17-2. He throws him out. You can take that for granted or just say that the Orioles have a fine team with fine fielding, fine hitting, and fine pitching, including a bullpen. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Jerry McNally. Here's McNally. The pitch to McNally. That's 3-7 left-handed. Struck him out. And that is the side 1, 2, 3 for McNally. So we head to the top of the fifth. It's 2-0, Baltimore. And leading it off is Dave McNally. He had a sacrifice bunt in the third. Here's McNally now. Here's Segui into his windup. The pitch to McNally. That's 5-9, right-handed. He's got end power. Home run 1 to 4. No, it drops in, and it's a double for McNally. I don't know if any of you remember he hit a grand slam in a World Series. I don't remember which it was. McNally on second to lead it off. Here's Don Buford. Diego from the stretch. The pitch to Buford. 5-10, left-handed fly ball to center, and McNally will hold 1 away. Here's Paul Blair now, 0 for 2. Here's Diego. That's 6-6 right-handed, pops it up to third. For Harper, 2 away. And Frank Robinson comes up. The pitch from Segui. 6-7 right-handed, grounds to second for Donaldson. He's a 4. 7-4, and that's a 1-base error for Donaldson. First error for Seattle. It's first and third now with 2 outs. And Boog Powell comes up. Okay, Diego trying to get out of this. Powell in a clutch situation. Here's the pitch from Segui. 2-10 right-handed, hit deep by Powell. That is gone. A 3-run home run. Boog Powell connects with a 3-run blast. I'm going to call them all unearned. With the 2-out error. Boo goes boom. Absolutely. Powell with number 30. Ties him with Epstein and Yastrzemski. Tied for 5th in the American League. Home run number 30 by Boog Boom Boom Powell. Home run number 30. That sort of opens up this ball game. He caught a Segui changeup and sent it out of here. Home run number 30 for Boog Powell. So it's 5-0 here, with nobody on, and we'll see if Segui could get out of this. We'll have a pinch hitter for him in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Segui, the pitch to Brooks Robinson. And that's 1-4 right-handed, grounds it to short for Clark, and that will retire the side. But 3 runs on a 3-run blast by Boom Boom Pell, his 30th of the season. We're in the middle of the 5th. It's Baltimore 5, Seattle nothing. Here's McNally now. John Donaldson leads it off. Here's McNally, the pitch to Donaldson. That's 5-12 left-handed, fly ball to left for Buford, 1 away. And now run Clark. Whoops, that's a re-roll. 4-4 right-handed, grounds it to third for Brooks, he's a 1. 5-1, throws him out, 2 away. And there'll be a hitter here for Diego just because, okay? I mean, it's sort of obligatory. I don't see anything's really gonna come of it, but you know what I'm saying? We'll bring in Jim Pagliarone to hit. He's a right-handed hitter. If he gets on, we'll probably have a pinch runner. Pagliarone is a catcher, and he plays other positions. He steps in, facing McNally with 2 outs, no one on. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 6-3 right-handed, and it's a base hit for Pagliarone. Okay. Well, like I said, we'll have a pinch hitter. Dick Simpson, a 1-15 comes in to run. Dick Simpson. And Marty Patton, used often as a reliever, but he was used as a starter, but he will relieve here. It's nice to see when that happens because I know otherwise I'm sometimes reluctant to use them. So Patton is warming. It's 2 outs with Dick Simpson on first. And here's Tommy Harper. Here's McNally now. The pitch to Harper. 3-9, left-handed, and it's hit deep by Harper. Going back is Buford, and at the wall, he makes the catch. The side is retired. No runs. 1 hit, the pinch hitter, Pagliarone with a single. Left on base. We've gone 5. It's 5-0. And Marty Patton is the new pitcher. He's coming in from the bullpen. And this would be a great chance for us to take a break here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network through 5-0 Baltimore. We'll be back in a few minutes. I'm probably going to wait until the witching hour, the bewitching hour, to take my medicine today. I'll tank up on coffee for the rest of this game. Well, here we go. We're moving to the top of the sixth, and Marty Patton is the new pitcher. It's 5-0 Orioles. This is the second of a 4. Orioles took the first one 5-2. Cuellar got the win. Yeah, we'll do coffee here, Kathy. Patton is a right-hander. Davey Johnson will lead it off. Johnson 0 for 2 reached on a force and was left on. Here's the pitch from Patton. That's going to be 5-10 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Clark, 1 away. 3 ground balls to short by Johnson today. Here's Andy Etchebarren. He had a sacrifice fly. 0 for 1. Patton gets the sign from McNally. He's set. And the pitch to Etchebarren. That's 3-7 right-handed. Walked him. So Andy takes first. And Chico Salmon is the batter. Chico 1 for 2. Oh, good coffee, yeah. Okay, here's Patton. The pitch to Salmon. That's 1-5 right-handed, and that is a base hit by Chico Salmon. Etchebarren goes to third and holds. First and third, 1 out. And here's McNally, who doubled and scored on the home run by Boog Powell. Boom, boom, Powell. Here's McNally. It's first and third, 1 out. The pitch to McNally. 5-9 right-handed, and he's got the power. He hit this before. It's deep by McNally, and it's a 3-run home run by Dave McNally, and that's going to make it 8-0. And don't start with this would never happen in the real world. He hit a grand slam in the home run in the World Series. I don't remember which it was. It was either 70 or 71. A 3-run home run by Dave McNally here off Patton in the 5th. He throws a lot of, in fact, that's a different pitcher. So that's a 5-9 right-handed home run by McNally. It can happen, folks. It really can. He hit a grand slam. Okay, Kathy Harden. runs here in the 6th, and it's an 8-0 ball game. 1 out and nobody on, and Buford comes up. Here's the pitch now to Buford. That's 6-5, left-handed, grounds it to short for Clark. He's a 4. 7-4, and he boots it for an error. Third error for Seattle. Third error for Seattle here today. So Buford is on, B 1-10, 1-11. And Paul Blair, 1 out. Here's Patton now. The pitch to Blair. 4-3 right-handed. Hit deep by Blair, and that's gone. A 2-run home run. Clean as a baby's ass off Patton. One of them is unearned. Oh, and that makes it a 10-0 ball game. 2 home runs this inning. For Paul Blair, let's see what that is. Whoa, that's his 16th of the season. He had 26 home runs. That's a lot of home runs for Paul Blair, I thought. See if where that puts him in the, So Blair with his 16th of the season, I'm sorry. We're gonna see if Patton can get out of this. Jim Bouton is warming. Oh, and I gotta pull him from Houston. Jim Bouton. Yeah, let's go get him. He gets traded later in the season. Oh. Jim Bouton warming for Seattle. He's a right-hander. Frank Robinson comes up, 1 out, and nobody on. That's the good news. 10-0 Orioles. 5 runs in this inning. Here, he had 5. Here's Frank Robinson now. Maybe I will smoke some weed. Wait, this game, I'm enjoying it. It's fine. Here's Frank Robinson now. Patton the windup. And the pitch, 6-8, right-handed, struck him out. Now Boom Pal. Boom Boom is 3 for 3 today. 2 singles and a home run with a 3-run home run. So here's Boom Boom. 2 outs, nobody on. Patton trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch to Boom Boom. That's 5-7 left-handed, walked him. Oh, Lord, what a miserable inning here for Marty Patton. and it's Powell on first with 2 down. Here's Brooks. Brooks walked twice and grounded to short. And the pitch, 3-4 right-handed, and that is a liner to third, caught by Harper, and the side is retired. I would have taken him out if he didn't get him out. That's 5 runs for Baltimore. One of them is unearned. And you know what? I'm not, Patton will, that's it for Patton. Boughton will come in next inning even though there's no pinch hitter. Segui pitched 5. He allowed, I didn't get this, 3, 4, 5 hits. He walked 3. He struck out 1, and he allowed 3 runs earned. Patton pitched 1, allowed 3 hits, walked 2, struck out 1, and allowed 4 earned. And Boughton will be the next pitcher. That's when he was on Seattle. That's where he wrote a lot of his book Ball 4, and also with Houston. Because remember, Doug Rader defecating on a birthday cake in the clubhouse came from when he was with Houston at the end of the season. Here's McNally now. Now, what a day McNally has had. He's pitching a shutout. This is almost like a minor league team, basically, he's facing. They have some good hitters. But he hit a grand slam. I don't care if they're an expansion team or what. We'll let Billy Williams hit. He went 0 for 10 this season. That's why I'm using a pitcher's 1 card. He had 1 walk, so that works. Here's McNally now. The pitch to Williams. He's a left-handed hitter, 4-6, and he singles up the middle off of McNally's card. So Williams is on, and Comer is the batter. I make him an E. Means don't steal. Here's Comer now. You know, you have people who are fast who are E because they had no stolen bases. You know. Here's Comer now. McNally from the stretch. And the pitch, 1-6 left-handed, walked him. So McNally puts on the first 2 pilots on base. First and second, no outs. Tommy Davis is the batter. Davis 0 for 2, reached on an error. Here's McNally now. The pitch to Davis. That's going to be 2-7 left-handed. And it's a grounder to short, and they double up Comer. Williams goes to third. So it's 2 outs, Williams on third for Greg Goosen. Okay, here's McNally. The pitch to, oh, look at that. Paul Anka is on CNN. And he looks pretty good, you know. He's got a history. He was part of the, you know, when rock and roll, which started around 1955, it experienced scandal, and then the plane crash with Buddy Holly, etc. And the record labels brought out a new set of clean-cut teen idols, and he was one of them. You know, the Everly Brothers, Dion, you know, doo-wop, and he looks pretty good. He did have a later hit, if you remember, in 1974, You Having My Baby. What a lovely way to say how... Yeah. It was a good tune. But it's nice to see him. It's just, I can't even begin, Kathy. I can't even tell you, to see Tony Bennett die. I don't know that there's anyone left from that era of American entertainment. Whether you talk about Hollywood or music. I don't know if there's anybody left. I really don't. Okay, McNally has 2 down with Billy Williams on 3rd, and here's Greg Goosen. McNally is ready. Here's the pitch to Goosen. That's 111 left-handed, and he flies it to left, and Buford is under it, and that will retire the side. We've gone 6 full innings here at Seattle, or in Seattle, whichever kind of metaphor you want to use, and it's a 10-0 ball game. Baltimore, 2 runs in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, and 5 in the 6th. They're building up every inning, and Jim Bouton is the new pitcher. It's a pleasure to bring in Jim Bouton, and he'll be the 3rd pitcher. The Seattle Pilots have gotten clobbered today. And Bouton takes the mound, and Davy Johnson leads it off. Okay, Bouton is ready. Johnson 0 for 3, grounded to short 3 times, once in a double, once for a force, and then once just on a ground out, which brought in a run. So he's been flirting with shortstop today. Ron Clark has had his hands full with Davy Johnson. Here's the windup and the pitch to Johnson. That's 6'8" right-handed. He struck him out. Bouton. He looks good, I'm telling you, Paul Anka. He must be close to 80 or something, or higher. Wow. Okay, Johnson is fanned, and Andy Etchebarren comes in. Here's the pitch to Etchebarren. Whoa, that's a 3-10 right-handed. It's a base hit to left for Andy. Now Chico Salmon is the batter. If McNally wasn't pitching a shutout, I'd bring somebody in for him. I'm going to bring some folks in to play the field next inning for the Orioles with a 10-0 lead. I assume that's all right with you, Kathy. Here's the pitch to Chico now. And that's going to be 2-4 right-handed. Struck him out. Bouton with his 2nd strikeout. And now Dave McNally. 2 outs and Andy Etchebarren on first. Birds lead at 10-0. Here's the pitch from Bouton. And that's 2-11, and he grounds it to second. The side is out, so Bouton fares well. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th. There's a few changes here, Earl Weaver. Would like to give some people a chance. We're going to bring Kurt Monton in to play left field for Buford. That means he'd lead off next inning. We're going to bring Dave May in to play right field, and he'll replace Frank Robinson. I hope you all understand. Give these folks a chance to play some ball, right? Well, I think I'll do one more. I think I'll see if I can do a whole new outfield. If I could find a center fielder. Mervyn Rettenmund. Absolutely. Bring him in for Blair. I assume you're fine with this. And in fact, they will all bat next inning. Next inning, it will be Motten, Rettenmund, and May. I assume you're fine with that. Yeah, just, you know, you want to give some people a chance to play, maybe let them get at bat, you know what I mean? So here comes Dave McNally. The only reason he's still hurling is because he's got a shutout. We don't want to mess with that. Here's McNerney to lead it off. Okay, McNally is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to McNerney. That's 2-9 left-handed, and it's hit deep. Oh my, by McNerney. And there it goes, and there goes the shutout. A solo blast by Jerry McNerney. He had 8 in real world. Whoa. Jerry McNerney. With his 4th home run of the season. I'm running out of space. So McNerney hits a home run. And all of a sudden there is action in the bullpen for Baltimore now that his shutout is gone. And I'd like to give it to a guy who doesn't get to pitch much. He had a 5.62 ERA, and his name is Frank Bertagna. Frank Bertagna is warming up. I know we're asking for trouble, but he's a left-handed pitcher, and hitter. But we're going to do it. After all, they've got a 17-game lead in the East. Here's John Donaldson. We'll let McNally finish the inning. We don't want to embarrass him or anything by taking him out in front of people. Okay, here's McNally now facing Donaldson. It's a 10-1 game. And it's 6-9 left-handed, and that is a liner to second caught by Johnson. 1 out. Now Ron Clark. That's 1-2 left-handed, struck him out. And we'll have a hitter for Boughton. I hate to do that, but he pitched a good inning, okay? But we're going to have a hitter. It's going to be Gus Gill and Gelnar, who pitched in real world in this game. Where the hell is he? I don't have the patience to start figuring out. Oh, there he is. Here's Gelnar. Gelnar warming, and he will come in. Ow. He'll be the 4th pitcher for Seattle. He is a right-hander. Gus Gill is the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. 1 in on the home run by McNerney. It's 10-1, bottom of the 7th. Here's McNally, and the pitch. That's 1-6 left-handed, and that is a base hit by Gus Gill. One to 12, he'll run. And here's Tommy Harper. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Pilots down by 9. Here's the pitch to Harper. That's 1-6 left-handed, and he grounds it to second, and the side is out. But 1 run, and that's it for McNally. McNally Pitch 7. He's the winner of record. Segui, the loser. He allowed 6 hits. He walked 2, struck out 5, and allowed 1 run. And yes, I'm going to bring him in with that kind of ERA. Frank Bertania, or Tania. Okay, here's Kurt Martin, who's playing left field now. And he'll face John Gelnar, the new pitcher for Seattle. 10-1 ball game, top of the 8th. A lot of people have left this ballpark. Here's Gelnar now. The pitch to Martin. That's 1-3 right-handed. Base hit to right by Kurt Martin. You know, it's nice to see these folks play ball and get a chance to get a base hit. Martin is on. He's a B, 1-10, 1-11. And now here's Mervyn Rettenmund. Mervyn Rettenmund, who's playing center field for Paul Blair now. Here's Gelnar now. The pitch to Rettenmund. And that's a 3-3 right-handed. Grounds to second, and Martin goes to second on that. 1 out. And now it's Dave May. Look at him against left-handers. My Lord. Dave May facing the right-hander Gelnar. Here's the pitch to May. That's 4-10 left-handed. And he flies it to left field. For Davis, that's 2 outs. And now Brooks Robinson. Boog Powell. Boom Boom is 3 for 3 with a walk. We'll try to squeeze it right in there. It's 2 outs, Martin on second. Here's the pitch to Boom Boom. That's going to be 5-6 left-handed. Fly ball right. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit. The single by Martin. He went to second and was stranded. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. There's a new pitcher for the Orioles. It's Frank Bertania with a juicy 5.62 ERA. He allowed 8 home runs in 42 innings. It's about 1.5 per 9-inning game. He is a left-hander, and he'll take his warm-ups, and you know what? I'm going to take a hit. I'm going to take a freaking hit here. And there's going to be a hitter for Billy Williams. He's 1 for 3. We used this nameless player, this card, and we're going to bring someone in. God. I'd like to bring in somebody who can stay in the game and play right field, if that's possible. God. Doesn't look like. Oh, God, it does not look like that's possible. Christ. God almighty. Because you have left-handed hitters. Okay, it will be Danny Walton. And he can play... let me see if Tommy Davis can play right. No. We'll let Walton hit, and then we will bring in, there is a right-hander, but he's a lefty, Hegan. Mike Hegan. He is a 4+1, of course. So Hegan will stay in the game for Williams, to replace Williams or Walton, any way you want to cut it. And Danny Walton will pinch hit here. We'll let Walton come up, and then we'll take some medicine. Here's Frank Bertagna. He's all ready. And the pitch to Walton. That's 5-8 right-handed. Grounds it to second. Johnson at 2, still in the game. 11-2, and he throws him out. So Walton is retired. And Wayne Comer will be the next batter. It's 4:33 p.m. Eastern Time, 1:33 in Seattle. This week they got off to an early start here. I think it was like a 12-something start. Oh, my Christ. Looks like there's only a couple diehards in here with us. I don't blame them. I think Kathy Harden is probably still here. She's a big fan, like me. And it's okay, I understand if you couldn't be here. We played a game this morning. I think you were not there unless you were just hanging out. 1911 game. Ron is still here. Looks like it's Ron and probably Kathy along with me. Ron, a diehard loyal fan, but I understand if people have to go. Tony probably is going home from whatever restaurant he went to. I'm going to take a very, very healthy hit here. And I'm glad you don't stigmatize me, Ron. It is medical cannabis. This is the 21st century. This is what some people do. Here goes nothing. Oh, is that tasty? Lord, is that freaking good? Oh, let me clean that off. The rest of it. Oh God, that's good. So Bertagna retires the first batter, and Wayne Comer steps in 0 for 2 on a walk. Oh, is that tasty? Here's Frank Bertagna. Very, very good. Here's the pitch to Comer now. That's 5-11 right-handed. Fly ball to left. It's going to be Martin. He is a 4. You know, I don't write it down there. I have to look. 4. That's 1-4 And that is, he makes the play. He makes the catch. Nice catch by Martin, 2 away. He's singled, and now he makes a nice catch in left. And Weaver is watching. And it's 2 outs. Here's Tommy Davis. Oh. Here's Bertania now. The pitch to Davis. That's 5-4 right-handed. Fly ball left. And Martin again, and the side is out. 1-2-3 for Frank Bertania. The guy with that juicy 5.62 ERA. And we're moving to the 9th now. It's a 10-1 ball game, folks. John Gelnar is the 4th Seattle pitcher, and Brooks Robinson is due up, but it looks like there's going to be a hitter for Brooks Robinson. It's going to be Bobby Floyd, and he'll stay in and play third base in the bottom of the 9th. How do you like that? He's really mixing up this lineup here. Bobby Floyd. Nice. Earl Weaver, you know, I met him. And if any of you haven't heard this story, I'll tell it to you. But you may have, it's a very quick one. It's like 30 seconds. You let me know. It's a great freaking game. You know, Ron, you make some very good points, Ron. You are so right on. I didn't realize that this was a fun game. Sure. Well, here's Bobby Floyd. You let me know. Otherwise, if I don't see it, I'll know that you've heard it before. So Bobby Floyd will stay in the game and play third base for Brooks. It's almost a sort of a, you know, Brooks walked twice, 0 for 2. Yeah, you know, it's almost like an honor to be one of these people. In fact, except for Boog, Boom Boom, he kept in. Don't ask me why. Don't freaking ask me why. Okay, here's Gelnar now. Starting his second inning of the game. We're in the top of the 9th. It's a 10-1 ball game. Here's Gelnar into his windup and the pitch to Floyd, pinch hitting and replacing Brooks Robinson. That's 6-6 right-handed, struck him out. So Gelnar, pretty tough. Floyd fans. Davey Johnson is due up. And there's nobody who can play second base who I have not used. I've used every non-pitcher except for Mark Belanger. And he's hurt. There's no way he can play. So he's put in every non-pitcher in this ball game and Clay Dalrymple. And I'm just not going to be messing with Etchebarren. Oh, shit. Etchebarren, I know it's his first game. It would have been smart for me to bring Dalrymple in, like in the 5th or something, or after this inning. It's too late. But Etchebarren says he feels good. He's been out for a while. So these are the only 2 folks who will not play, unless something happens. So Johnson does hit. It's 1 out, nobody on. I'm glad to see this guy Schlossberg, who is the grandson of John F. Kennedy, the John F. Kennedy, condemn his uncle's statements. That's a sign of reason. It's absolutely insane. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Davy Johnson. Gellner into his windup. That's 210 right-handed, and it's a drive hit out. It's going to go in the gap, and it's a double. Davy with a 1 out double. Davy is, Kathy Harden. And to do that publicly would not be easy, but he says it's an embarrassment. How honest, sincere, open, direct that is of Schlossberg. I don't know what he's doing in life, but good for him. Here's Andy Etchebarren. Andy's played the whole game. Joe Kennedy III put it down. I don't know what his relation is. I don't know exactly who his father was. Does anybody know? Was it Ted Kennedy? I was never impressed with Joe Kennedy III. He waffled on weed, you know what I mean? And he lost that election for Senate, and he's through. Maybe he'll come back in the future. Whose brother? Now, who are we talking about? You say he's his brother. Who is whose brother? Could you write the name? That so-and-so is so-and-so's brother? Whose? Because I'm talking Joe Kennedy is the same generation as Schlossberg, maybe a few years older, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Joe Kennedy III cannot be Ed Kennedy, Ted Kennedy's brother. I don't think he's Schlossberg's brother. He's not Caroline's child. He was a representative in, I believe it was in Massachusetts district, and they lost to the very liberal, I don't know his name off my head, in a Senate race. But we'll go on. Here's Andy Etchebarren now. He says he feels good. I just got the report from Weaver. He's his first game back in about, God, who knows how long. And he's gone 1 for 2, sacrificed fly, knocked in a run, walked, and caught a very, very good games, catching both of them. McNally, who hit a 3-run home run, and Bertagna, RFK Jr.'s. No. Now, I wouldn't bet my life on it, okay, Kathy Harden, but because I've learned that. So don't. I'm not 100% sure, but no, I don't think so. Here, let me look it up. Isn't that something how we can do that? He's younger than me. He's much younger than me. He's 42 now, and he's a diplomat. Okay, so Biden gave him a position. Oh, of course, he's Joseph P. Kennedy II's brother, whose father was RFK. So you see that, Kathy? If you want the same generation as RFK Jr., it's his brother Joseph II, who's still alive. Never made it too far. He served in the House. He's 70 now. He must be RFK Sr. is I believe is the oldest. So I got that straight, and I assume you did too. So he's RFK's sons, which is Joseph III who was born after RFK Jr., his son. And that's why he's a bit older. Or no. Here's Greg Goosen now. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Here's Andy Etchebarren. I'm sorry I got off on that. You know, that can happen. That can happen. You know that? Floyd struck out. Then Johnson is doubled. He's on second now. Here's Gellner now. The pitch to Etchebarren. That's going to be 5-7. Grounder to second. And Donaldson is a 4. When you play with that enough, you're going to get in trouble, but he throws him out. And Johnson moves to third. And this is sort of a laid back kind of baseball, folks. I remember games like this where it was 10-1, and you're sort of laid back, and it's just sort of happening. It was sort of nice how Johnson just moved to third. Thanks for the acknowledgement, Kathy. Okay, it's 2 down now, and Chico Salmon will come up. He's 2 for 4 today. It's almost an insult to have to stay in the game with all these. But Boom Boom was allowed to stay in. So is Etchebarren and Chico. I'm not going to have a freaking guy suit up and catch 1 inning and just mess with people's heads. You know, that's such an important position. You know what I'm saying? I have too much respect for everybody involved. I would not do that. It's 1 out, Johnson on third, and Chico Salmon. I don't like to call him Chico. I reserve that for Chico Ruiz. So it's going to be Salmon all the way, folks. 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Gellner. That's going to be 6'9" right-handed, and that's a shot. Going into left, coming in is Martin, and he makes a shoestring catch. Oh, how nice. Oh, not Martin. Oh, shit, that's the weed. I'm sorry. Davis. And the side is retired. Oh, Lord, that's funny. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. Okay. And Gellner pitched good baseball. No freaking doubt about it. You had to face all these weird kind of people. Martin did get a single off him. Johnson got a double. Hit a hard line drive into left center. Got a double off him. But out comes Frank Bertania, who retired the side in order. Of course, it's like a minor league team, but I wouldn't call Tommy Davis. I don't know what happened to him. He had one of the best seasons ever of any player in 1962. Go check him out. He had over 150 runs batted in. That's a big number. Okay? Go look it up. Go frickin' look it up. I don't know why he wasn't MVP if he wasn't. Well, we're going to head to the bottom of the 9th. It's been quite a ball game, and we hope you've enjoyed being part of the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. I'm trying to just keep my head because I get these thoughts that go through my mind. Don't be scared. No reason to be alarmed. I'll keep them to myself. Oh, that's good. It's a 10-1 game. And leading it off will be Greg Goosen. Here in the bottom of the 9th, Goosen. I used to feel guilty when I used him as a pinch hitter because look at his card. Take a gander, folks. 10 home runs in 139 at-bats. That's like a pace of 40 or over 40 home runs in a season, and his average is 309. He can't run, he can't field, but boy, he can sure hit. But he started this game, and therefore he's going to be used. So Goosen steps into the batter's box to face Bertania, who came in for McNally. No reason other than give McNally a break. So McNally pitched 7 innings. Bertania is, of course, not eligible for any kind of save if he were to finish this. Here's Frank Bertania. And the pitch to Goosen. And that's going to be 4-6 right-handed. And that is a liner to third, caught by Floyd. Bobby Floyd in for Brooks. Absolutely. 1 down. This is their B squad. Okay. I mean, you know, they still have some of their top people. Simone already in for Belanger. Oh, here's McNerney who homered. Otherwise, it would be a shutout. McNally might still be pitching. But sure. Here's McNerney now. The Scrubs. Oh, Kathy Harden. Yes, the Scrubs. But they're good players, especially Rettenmund. Monton hit over 300, and Floyd's decent, and of course. Walton. Hegan. Oh, brilliant. I just had this paranoid idea. Did I put somebody in left to replace Williams after Walton pinch hit? And the answer is yes, Hegan. And that is that is so gratifying. It's 1 out, nobody on. And here's McNerney. Bertania. And the pitch 6-9 right-handed. Grounds to short. Salmona 4. That's juicy. 11-4. Oh, and he throws him out. Nice play by Floyd. Second nice play by Floyd, huh? No. But Bobby Floyd, very pretty play. Especially since he's playing, Floyd's playing third base, hasn't played, you know. You got to be on your mark. Here's John Donaldson, 2 outs. It all comes down to John Donaldson. This is lefty. And it looks like John Donaldson is being called back to the dugout. And it looks like there's going to be a pinch hitter here for John Donaldson. Excuse me. Frickin' excuse me. Pardon my icons. Okay? Pardon my frickin' icons. Donaldson. God. I would hate to do that to you folks, but I'm not going to have him hit. I'm not going to have him hit. I'll tell you who I am going to have hit. And it's coincidental. I haven't used him much. This is Fred Stanley. He's got to be, what did the Red Sox rejected him? Or did he play after? Let me go check. Fred Stanley, still alive. Let's check out his numbers. Holy shit. This was his first season. And I thought I remembered him with the Red Sox, for Christ's sakes. But no. Isn't that the strangest thing? And this was his first season, and I have hardly used him, and I'm glad to use him. Stanley is coming up with 2 outs and nobody on, bottom of the 9th, with Seattle down 10-1. Sounds like a long shot to me. Sounds like a real frickin' long shot. Okay, here's Bertania, who has retired the last 5 batters. The first 5 batters that he's faced. Really looking good today. Here's the windup. And the pitch to Stanley. That's going to be 5-8 right-handed. Chops it to second. Johnson. A 2. And you know that's very good. 17-2. And he throws him out, and that's the ball game. A little routine ground ball to second by Stanley, and Johnson picked it up. And you know you know better than me. He threw it to Boom Boom. So that's the ball game, everybody. We have been in Seattle. And the final score in Seattle is Baltimore 10 and Seattle 1. Seattle blown away. And it was quite a ball game. I gotta go take the garbage out. I want to thank all of you. It was a great game. I enjoyed it. Like Ron said, it was a great freaking game. I think he was right on with that. It's whatever you make it, you know? And of course the Orioles were perfect in almost every way. And Seattle, well, it's the pitching, basically. They did make 3 errors. They're obligatory errors. Boughton pitched well, Gelnar pitched well in their brief appearances. And I'm just doing a quick wrap up because I do have to take out the garbage. The Orioles continue their winning ways. They're now 17 1/2 games over, 17 1/2 games in first over Detroit, the returning world champions. And they're now 82. That's 36, 45 games. Oh my Lord. Over 500. They are on par to win like 110, 112. They're really, and Minnesota, by the way. Minnesota has about the same record. They are 81-36, same exact record. Oakland is much better than Detroit, so they're 14.5 out. Detroit 17 out. But the win goes to McNally, and he was awesome. He let up a home run to McNerney, but he hit a 3-run home run. McNally did in the 6th, and that was pretty wild. Gelnar Bertania came in, pitched 2, retired all 6 in order. Really nice. And with that ERA, and Segui gets the loss. He got hit. He got shelled. Let's not sugarcoat it. 5, 6, 7. Gelnar pitched 2 good innings, though. So did Boughton pitched 1 good one. Patton got bombed. Okay, bombed. So the line is Baltimore 10 runs, 8, 9, only 11 hits. 1 error, or that's about, could be right. A lot of home runs, 3 run, and then, in fact there was a 3-run home run and here's a 3-run home run, and this is a solo shot in the same goddamn inning as McNally's. 1 run, 6 hits, and 3 errors. That's the ball game. I would give, I'm a pitcher's guy, so I would give McNally the star of the game. He now has 17 frickin' wins, people. We'll go check that right now. Let's go check this. McNally. Gotta put it in anyway. Look at that. McNally is now tied with Boswell and Cuellar, his teammate, with 17 wins. Yeah, where do you think these wins come from? McNally and Cuellar have 34 combined. Palmer has been out. He's just come back, and he got bombed his first time back. But he only had 7. He had 17 wins, won a lot in a stretch, by the way. So right now, as you can see, if it's probably pretty small on your screen there, but it's pretty big. McNally with his 17th, he's tied. Of course, isn't it cool? Juan Marichal got his 20th, for Christ's sakes. Which is, oh yeah, enjoyed it, Ron. Thank you to Kathy Harden, thank you to Ron McGrath and everybody else in the Strat-O-Matic network. 17 wins for Mr. McNally. Absolutely, you're all great. You're awesome people, and Kathy Harden, that was some game. And Ron, you were like a laser beam. You exactly. I just couldn't believe it. 17 wins for McNally. I put it twice. I have the leaders and then and we're always cross-checking. For those of you who might be interested in knowing the leaders, if you like, I'll do a quick review. I gotta take the garbage out. I'll do maybe something like that some other time. Okay, Jeffrey Guterman, I hope you enjoyed it. Dave McNally gets the win here, and I just go to live streaming. As you see this is because sometimes it's a long story, but you click on this and then you end your stream right here.